I kind of want to flip the camera upside down, but I'm not going to. I just hit record. For anyone who is new here, so am I. This is my third video, even though it's like my more than third. It's more official now. So, for anyone who's new here, I just am like one taking it, no editing, because otherwise I won't do it. So, welcome. I'm wearing this Darth Vader shirt. So I'm going to talk about Star Wars a little bit, which is kind of fun. I just finished watching the whole the whole Clone Wars series. And can I just tell you that if you think you know Star Wars and you are not familiar with the Clone Wars, then the chances are that you don't really know Star Wars. I mean, like, there's some really important stuff in there. I want to talk a lot about it, but I also don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched it and is now going to watch it, because you need to. I think it's actually important. And I'm probably like one of the last people to say that watching TV is important, if that gives you any perspective on how important it is. Other than that, I'm gonna share some other things. I'm recording this video because, well, it's the evening, right? I don't know what time it is right now. It's probably like 9-ish or something. You can probably tell that it's the evening because I have this light that I think is pretty clearly artificial in like a dark room. But I'm recording it right now because I taught yoga this evening and didn't decide that I was going to record it until I was on my way to teach yoga, and then I got home and like ate dinner and everything. So we're here now. And the reason that I decided to record this video this evening, kind of like spur of the moment, was because I kind of made an agreement. And I want to tell you about this agreement that I made because it's kind of like, I'm just getting into exploring like another form of communicating with life and the universe and all of that. And one of my girlfriends has this method that she uses and has definitely shared it with me for a while. And then we were hanging out last week and she was like, okay, we're gonna do this together now. And I was like, okay, let's go. So it started with us sitting out at this like spring pool thing and talking about wanting clarity. And I talked a little bit about clarity in my last video as well. And because it's important to have clarity in your sense of intuition in order to honor yourself, right? So you want to have clarity, and sometimes we're just like in life and we're like, whoa, what's going on? Like, what am I supposed to do here? And so you can maybe like throw out little questions to the universe and let yourself get some responses, right? So what we did was, it was like, since it's new for me, we made it really simple, this first like form of exchange. And the agreement was that I would be shown a porcupine. Just, it's like, how much detail do I want to tell you? I feel like I have to tell you a lot of detail because otherwise I'm just going to be giggling about it and you don't know why. So I'm going to give you some like good detail. Okay, my phone is at 15% right now. So we're just going to record and I think I'll be able to like talk for a minute and my phone won't die. Okay, so my girlfriend does this thing where she's like, she says to the universe, God, as kind of like a, yeah, okay, so she's like communicating with God. If that's okay for me to say God. It is okay for me to say God, but I just like, I don't know if anyone feels like still kind of weird about that. I hope that maybe this can be a place where we can all feel comfortable with that word, because it's a very broadly understood word and it's really powerful, and there's so many ways that we can choose to address that whole force, and God is just like a really easy way to do it. So she's communicating with God and she's like, show me this is one of the examples she gave me. Show me a white dove if I'm supposed to do this, whatever it was she was supposed to do or not do. And she sees a white dove. She sees a white dove on a Dove bottle, like a soap bottle. That was really big. A soap bottle is not that big. She sees the white dove on the like Dove soap bottle somewhere at a store or something. I'm not sure. And she's like, okay, all right, that's my confirmation. And then she does the white dove often. That's kind of like, I think that's the animal of choice that is easily noticed now. Because when you're doing this, you'll see if you do it that there can be a little bit of like, it's kind of like mysterious energy. So you really have to be like paying attention. And then she did it another time and like a white dove emoji was like sent to her or something along those lines. So what we agreed on was that I would just be shown a porcupine just as confirmation that this like communication is flowing, right? I'm like, show me a porcupine to let me know that we're in communication. That was the agreement. And then, so my girlfriend messages me a couple days later and she's like, she's like, I saw my porcupine. And she sent me the video that she saw the porcupine and it was like a porcupine TikTok or something. And I was like, awesome. Now I've seen my porcupine, because I hadn't seen a porcupine up until that moment. So I was like, all right, we're on. And so she was like, okay, so let's like keep playing together as kind of like a form of not accountability, but just like being seen in this layer of life, you know, not just like not being like alone in it, like having someone who's doing it with you just makes most things more enjoyable. So she shared with me like what her next contemplation, wanting clarity, show me a whatever type of thing. And mine was that the next day that I saw a rainbow, I would record a video that day. And so I saw a rainbow today, and I kind of thought I was going to see a rainbow sooner, but I didn't see it until, actually I saw two rainbows in kind of like a short period of time, like 3 hours. And I mean, there's a rainbow in front of me right now because I have these prayer flags in front of me that are the chakras. So there's one for every chakra. So there's one in every color of the rainbow. For anyone who wants some more chakra knowledge, let me know in the comments and we'll do some chakra videos. But it didn't like, although it's here in this room and I pass by it multiple times a day, because it's so common, it also didn't really like super captivate me at any point in time for it to be like, oh, rainbow. And today I did this Healy scan, which a Healy is a device that scans your like electromagnetic frequencies, just like all of them that are in you, which is a lot. Like every organ has an electromagnetic frequency, your psyche has one, your emotional field has one. So like it scans just like all these parts of you. And I actually did an aura scan, which I can do for myself like anytime with this device. Super awesome. I don't do it very often. Today was actually the first time I did my own aura scan. I've had other people do it for me, but I have this device, so I'm gonna start doing it for myself more often. And basically, like, an aura also has like all the rainbow colors in it. So I saw a rainbow when I was reading my aura scan, and that's when it was like, oh, a rainbow. And then I was like, okay, I have to make a video today, but I'm gonna be teaching yoga and I have to leave in like 45 minutes, so I'm not gonna record a video before I leave to teach. I'm gonna have to record it when I get back. And then honestly, I forgot that I saw a rainbow. I might have remembered, but it was reaffirmed when I got into the car. I have this little kind of pendulum type decoration thing that Fractals Light, one of my really dear friends, made it and gifted it to me. So I have it hanging on the rear view mirror, and during different times of the day with like different angles of the sunlight, it like shoots through this little thing, and it's like below my line of sight, so it's never like shooting rainbows in my eyes, but it'll just kind of like sprinkle rainbows throughout the car. It's really sweet, honestly. And again, it's something else that I see pretty often, and so I probably even saw it before it fully registered in me. That second time the rainbow registered in me this evening while I was on my way to teach yoga. So I like got in the car, the rainbow was shooting out, and I was like, rainbow, oh my God, I have to record a video today. And then I texted my girlfriend and I was like, just saw my rainbow, I have to record a video when I get home from teaching yoga. And she was like, oh yeah. So that's a story that is super fun, I think, and hopefully maybe somebody or multiple somebodies is inspired to communicate more openly and like, what is the word? Openly and I guess like assuringly with the universe, you know, like giving like a real tangible like way in which the universe can easily respond and like correspond with you, that you will like clearly get the messages, right? Because like we don't want to be like, hey, am I supposed to do this? Because like maybe there are some people, and there's probably a lot of people, and like you're probably totally one of them, maybe sometimes, maybe always, maybe not yet, maybe it's been a while that you did that. You're just like, yo, am I supposed to do this? And the universe or God was just like really clearly like, yes or no, you know? So it could be kind of it could just be easier if you just like give it something like really clear to communicate with you through, right? A mode of communication, like a really direct, like this is how the universe and I communicate, which is kind of like a boundary as well. So it keeps that stream of communication, instead of it being like really like all spread out and everything, it's like directly to you. So this is just kind of fun. I'm like, yeah, I'm just starting to explore this, and I'm excited to share. And maybe if anyone decides that they're gonna do this too, let me know in the comments. Feel free to, share as many or as little details as you would like. And I'm just excited to hear about how you're communicating with life and how it's communicating back with you. And I am sending all the blessings to you and life and your relationship with life, and therefore all of your relations within life. So excited to get to, be shiny with you. And I think that's it for today. Yeah, we're like 16 minutes. That's pretty comfortable for me. Let me know in the comments if you have any specific topics that you want me to talk about. And I'll probably talk about them, especially right now, since we're like super new at this. There's lots of space for you to just like drop in, this is what I want to hear you talk about, and for me to really shortly after talk about it. Yay! We get to be swift in our creations together. Anyways, I'm gonna peace out now. I'm getting these nails taken off in a couple, like 2 days. I've had them on for like 6 weeks. But I have had my nails done for a few months. This is like the first time I've like gotten my nails done, really. For like the last 5 months I've been getting my nails done, and I'm ready to like not have nails on. And I just really wanted to grow my nail beds out as much as possible before taking them off. Yeah, you can see they're super grown out. Also, they're really beautiful. I've filed them so many times. They would be ridiculously long if I had not filed them. I probably filed like at least this much off of them. Anyways, they're iridescent, super cute. If you like to get your nails done, do it. If you don't. Feel good. Love yourself. I love you.